Great. My name's Grace. As Doug has said, I'm really happy to be here with you today. And of course, you've had the opportunity to spend some time with Michelle, who is your legs of the organization, and Glenn, and of course, Doug with the Preferred Supplier Division. I'd like to take a minute and just introduce our president, Mark Downing, at the back of the room. He is driven down to be with you today. He's our newly elected president this past April, and Doug and Diane, who were at our conference, had the opportunity to meet Mark. So we are thrilled to be a part of an alliance with the Federation of Bed and Breakfast Accommodation Group. And as Doug mentioned earlier, we established the Memorandum of Understanding. The really interesting thing in talking about your tagline, Hospitality Lives Here, Resorts of Ontario was created in 1942. And our resorts, mostly, there's been a lot of evolution, but the resorts have been in the business for 4 or 5 generations, and Mark is actually a great example of that. So the whole essence of that private ownership and that hospitality, so we're very well aligned in terms of the cultural aspects of the two organizations. And again, our objectives are to better promote our respective memberships, and that's why we came together in this alliance. So I just wanted to outline the range of marketing programs we have. We have 4 segments. One is the consumer, one is the corporate market, which is more the meetings and the events market. Then we've got the trade side, and of course, group fun and weddings. These are different buckets in which we market. So I just wanted to outline and highlight some of them. So on the consumer side, our primary publication is the Go Resorting magazine, and we do have a copy with us here today. And it basically tells the story, again, about the experience that we do offer. Our website, the 4 segments, leisure, weddings, corporate, and group fun. Again, if you look on the chart, this is just an example of the results. So as a digital marketing agency, when we rally a marketing program behind any of these segments, we get tremendous results. So for example, on our seasonal campaigns, summer and winter, so we'll run summer from say June 1 until August 31, and it includes, the strategy includes a multitude of tactics. So even though we're digital, we believe we have to be multi-channel. So we do have print, we do have radio, we do have television, we have all of these elements. And then of course the digital buy. So one campaign alone will deliver over 20,000 unique visitors. And the beauty of that is it's being directed to the audience that it needs to get out to. So the resorts that buy in, and it is a pay-to-play basis, will get, it could be 500, it could be 700, it could be over 1,000 clicks to their site. And so we believe in getting the traffic in, but then getting it out. So our brand, again, is to market that Go Resorting experience. On the spring and fall, we've introduced a program now called Tuesdays Are Free. And in that program, that one started September 1 and it runs until November the 30th. And to date, already, some of our members have experienced well in excess of 1,000 unique visitors to their site. And so as a shoulder season, these are great opportunities to bring in that extra business. And so it really is a year-round approach. So on the meetings and events program, that includes a publication, it includes fam tours, it includes e-blasts that we will send out 4 to 6 times over the lifetime of that program. And again, it's very directed, it's targeted to meeting planners. It could be third-party meeting planners, and we really try to build that relationship with them. On the travel trade side, and we will go into more detail on this because I think you'll find it very interesting, the International Passport Program is a way for you to access that 1 to 20% that Robert was talking about in that international market. And then on the other side, we also play on a heavy brand side, so we work very closely with the Ontario Tourism Marketing Partnership. We introduced an Ontario, a marketplace geared to the travel information counselors around the province. And there's other brand marketing that we will also do. On the membership side, we don't have advocacy identified, but advocacy is something we've chatted to Doug about and with Gareth since we built this relationship, and we're still finding that platform on which to move forward on advocacy. And again, the numbers do the talking. Together, we are much stronger. So on the membership side, our conference is April 4 to 5 next year, and we're looking forward to working with you on that. And then on the savings side with Doug and the preferred supplier members, and Michelle works with that, so again, there's great connection. We've got a search engine, so you can go online if you're looking for bedding, if you're looking for food, if you're looking for anything related to your business, you'll be able to access exactly what the resorts access. And we've just launched a new program called the Preferred Supplier Hot Deals. And so it's a periodic program. It could be 4 times a year, it could be 6, and they will actually will send out specials. So it's a great way to stay connected with that. And in 2016, we're going to develop a new print piece. We're finding that even though everything's electronic, people still like that tactile, that piece they like to hold in their hand. And very often, and actually some of our resorts have said that, when somebody's out on the property, they don't always have internet access, or they don't always have their phone on them. So again, having that piece is very, very useful. So I wanted to focus in particular on these 2 initiatives. So the Passport program, and we're happy to say we have 4 of the FOBBA members in the program for 2016. Diane is one with the Inn on the Moraine. We've got Forks in the Trail, we've got Sleepy Hollow, and we've got Queen's Landing Guest House. The beauty of that, again, is those B&Bs are in 4 different RTO regions. So it's RTO 4, 6, 7, and 9, I believe. Thank you, Glenn. Resorts has been involved in international marketing for well over 25 years. Like any other business, whether it's your guest or any other audience, it's relationships. And so we have cultivated relationships with these tour operators and receptives around the world. It is a little complex, but we will help you. Glenn will be on the phone with you. I will be on the phone with you, Michelle as well, talking you through this. It is getting involved with what they call a net rate structure. And the reason that's important is the trade, they're not travel agents. So we're dealing with a level, if you're booking a trip to anywhere around the world, whether it's Thomas Cook or Signature, there's 2 steps up from the travel agent. So what happens is when a guest is coming to you from Germany, the laws in Germany protect the consumer, which is why you're talking about standards here as well today. So when the guest lands in Canada, if the experience is less than what the tour operator promised, the tour operator has to refund all of the money. So when they work with organizations like resorts and FOBBA, we are their integrity. We're their check and balance, so to speak. So there is a hierarchy of the rate structure, but we can make it manageable for you. So you can take your rack rate as an example. You discount it 20%, just to use a sort of the common example. You can take the breakfast out of that. So you take if it's $100, you deduct it, 20% you add back in your breakfast as an example. Then you get the net rate. So what we do is we market that. We go out to the receptives, and the receptives are based in Canada and the US, just depending on how globally connected they are. And that's how we distribute your product. The Passport tool has already been sent out. We've already had pickup from a tour operator based out of Nova Scotia. And so we're looking forward to great results, but it is something we'd be happy to grow with you. The resorts have developed this over many years as well. I do have a sample with me, and I'm happy to show it to you afterwards during the break. So I just wanted to highlight that because that was a quick win. The second piece is the Gift of the Getaway program that we have developed in partnership with the regional tourism organizations. We have had to go out to the RTOs and Talk to them much like we're talking to FOBBA in partnership so that together everybody wins. So we were absolutely thrilled that in the first year we had 4 RTOs come to the table. And Glenn and I are actually meeting right now to expand that. And we believe it will grow because the benefits are strong. So essentially what this is we're selling gift certificates. And they start at the denomination of $50 and they go up. The beauty is they never expire. So fundamentally, from a consumer standpoint, the consumer is well protected. And it can be redeemed for accommodation at resorts and B&Bs. It will only be redeemed in this year until April at participating B&Bs. But again, this program has longevity, and the gift certificates never expire. So we're 25% ahead on sales, and we're 5 months into this program. We produced 350,000 copies of this publication. It has its own website. It's giftofthegetaway.com. And the certificates can be used for accommodations, but then any other services. So whether it's golfing or skiing or yoga classes that Trish may do or cooking classes, anything you're doing that's tied to the B&B, that can be redeemed. We guarantee that. It doesn't matter. We've been selling these certificates for over 10 years. We have sold in excess of $3 million of these gift certificates. So the rationale and the momentum behind this is really leveraging the assets of the different regions. So Bruce Gray Simcoe, which is RTO 7, for example, they put out whatever their demand generators are in that region. And that's what they're leading with. And so it is a growth strategy. It's an opportunity to bring in that new business. So whether you're a wine and culinary customer, you may get exposed to Explorer's Edge in Muskoka and say, oh, I'd like to try some adventure, or I'd like to stay at that B&B, or I'd like to stay at that resort. So we'll stay in touch with you on that, but it is developing, and the more the RTOs come to the table, the more of you will be included. The best part is that didn't cost individual B&Bs a cent. And so it really is a great win for this coming year. Well, look at that. I went and talked right through it, and I've got all the detail here. So if we can go to the next one, Michelle. So again, just to underscore the gift of the getaway, it's collaborative. It's all about redemptions of gift certificates. The denominations start at 50, they go up to 500. The administration on it may appear, I did chat with Dawn about it, I think it was a couple of months ago. It may appear a little, involve 2 steps. It's just a matter of sending the gift certificate to us. If the certificate is $200 and the customer only spends $100, we will make sure that the customer gets the $100 remaining back in their hands. So it usually is a seamless process. We find, and again, we sold over $3 million in this, the return and the spend by the customer is 3 to 1. So when they buy a $50 certificate, they're going to spend $150. So getting involved is key. We're here to work with you. FOBBA retains its identity. Resorts of Ontario retains its own identity. We're working as an alliance to power up and drive business to both you as well as our members. We're a small office. You've met Michelle. She's absolutely charming. You've met Glenn. He is the point person for any programs you want to buy into. So we're happy to talk to you. We're approachable. We're easy to work with. We've got a toll-free number. We've got our individual email addresses as well. And on the website, sorry, I should talk about buy-in. On the international side, we have reduced the rate for B&Bs to buy into. So it's really, really a very affordable program to reach the world. Gift of the Getaway, no fee, on the website. And if you take a look at resortsofontario.com, you'll see the 4 segments. But then if you look on the leisure site, you can buy into any aspect. So if you're focusing on a particular experience for your guest, you're able to buy in seasonally. And we have all kinds of stats, so we can actually tell how the customer is shopping. So when you're in summer, yes, they're looking at summer, but they're also looking ahead at the other seasons. And so we're able to do a lot of predicting in terms of consumer behaviors. And the buy-in starts at $50. They buy it from us. They can buy it online. They can telephone us, or they can buy it at any Ontario travel information outlet in Ontario. You send it to us, and we process it within the week, Diane. So we work really globally. So I mentioned the receptive part of it, but then there are the tour operators and tour wholesalers. So right across Europe, right across Asia, and then into South America and the United States as well. The beauty of this opportunity is that the Europeans love the B&B experience. They love traveling around, doing a bit of a tour, which is why I love the first year, the fact that we've got a B&B in each of the 4 regions. And so what will happen is in the distribution chain, a tour operator collects the rates from us now, which is why we started in May 2016. So we attend a show called Rendezvous Canada. And it is, for lack of a better word, a conference of over 1,200 people. And it's hosted by Destination Canada, formerly known as CTC. So we meet one-on-one with these tour operators. We showcase what we offer. They tell us what they're looking for, and then our office will match up that demand. So we're your pivotal central point to sell and market and actually make that connection. Then we follow up and we send them the rates. They do all of their packaging. They develop their brochures. If they're an online agency, whatever they do, they start marketing it now. So Germany would be in market by, I would say, November at the latest. England is usually moved up a little because they have a show called World Travel Market and they have to have everything ready. So you could technically get reservations in November and December for next June or next April. And the other really great opportunity is it's off-season business. So it is year-round because the French, for example, they love to come in winter. They don't only want to go to Quebec. They're looking for something different. The Germans love the great outdoors. But again, they like that hospitality. They like to come into your home and speak with you and learn about the area. All of the elements, I think that Sean probably covered yesterday and Robert touched on this morning. So it is a very affordable tool to really reach the world. And our quick wins are going to be Europe because again, they're predisposed to that B&B experience. So we'll start to see, and when we showcased it, the tour operators were very enthusiastic about it. Ontario Tourism has come to me and said, well, tell us more about this. And so we really are hoping to grow the program. And as I mentioned, we're a small office. If you just want us one-on-one to talk you through it, Glenn is happy to do that, Michelle or myself. Sorry about the cold.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Grace.
Thank you.